Welcome to Archangel Revelations and Prophecies 444. I am Gat, your host. Now, what this video will entail, what it will have is two different angel card readings, 5 questions each from 2 different people. So, I'm going to try to figure out a way so they know which one when their readings start. But we'll work on that. Now, I've already petitioned the archangels. All the cards are set up. Just let me get things situated. All right. I'm just reading the questions, so just bear with me. Now remember, it will be at least, probably more, but it will at least be a total of 10 questions. So if you're interested in listening to what the angels have to say, then be patient and listen to all the questions and all the answers, because it's just human nature to judge 12 questions by one. You have to listen to all the questions, and my job is to ask the question as close to what the person asked. So that's what I'm going to do. Dear Archangels, will 2018 be financially better for her? I'll be back with their answers. Now, I will add one little thing. Now, the Archangels, they're going to answer your question, but they're always going to give you advice as well. And then remember, they're still dealing with your natal chart too. First card, Comfort, is Azrael. He says, I am with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. He's Capricorn energy. So you want to make sure whatever I said about Capricorn, and again on your chart, Capricorn was major. Because I remember I just did your chart today, and I remember Capricorn was major. And it's going to be another on my channel, Archangel Revelations and Prophecies 444. At this particular moment, it's at least 3 or 4 videos from December 29th up to December 31st that are dealing with that. And probably after that, it'll be even more. But they're dealing all about these full moons coming in January, the Capricorn energy, and things like that. So, again, you want to stay in tune with that. But Azrael wants you to know that they understand your pain. I am with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. So he's acknowledging your pain, and he's there to help your heart to heal. Now, this second card was it was the only card that kept not wanting to go in position where I kept putting it. So this card's been wanting to talk since the beginning. Now, Hanael kept showing up. Because remember, this video is for 2 different people. It's 2 different angel card readings, an average of 5 questions each. But Hanael kept showing up. And the moon is almost, you can look at the moon now. The moon almost looks full now, but it'll actually be fully full within 1 or 2 days. And then Zachariah showed up, which is a Gemini card, saying teaching and learning. And I think that was it. But this card just would not go in position. So I think it has something it wants to say. This card right here. Zachariah again, Gemini. He says Claire audience. He says notice the loving guidance you hear inside your mind and from other people. So you have extrasensory perceptive gifts. Clairaudience and people around you, and you're also hearing this loving guidance inside your mind. So he's saying be mindful of that and notice it. But he also showed up with a teaching and learning as well. So then that's Gemini. So again, whatever I said about Gemini on your most recent chart that you just got today, you should really pay attention to that, because that's where they're talking to you at. And he really wanted you to know that. So the archangels are sending you their love, and then once again showing you that they're here to help. But like I said in your natal chart, you have to really work with them. Next card, Hanael again, the moon card. So she kept showing up. So they really care. They're really going out of their way to help you. Now you got a full moon coming up. That's why I said on my channel right now, Archangel Revelations and Prophecies, you got a nice amount of videos about these full. It's 2 different super moons next month. One's a blue moon on the 31st. So these things are being covered on that channel as well. Hanael says moon cycles. Notice how the moon affects your energy and manifestations, and capitalize upon these cycles. And you have to make sure that you know how to manifest with you. How do you manifest your intentions? Make sure you know how to do that, because that's what she's telling you. But she's also telling you can use the moon cycles. So you're right in the time of the full moon. And she also has the doves with her as well. All right, now you said, will the nightmare be over forever, or is this just a sick joke? All right, now here's the reality. They would know way better what she means, because only they know everything that's going on with her. So me personally, I wouldn't necessarily know the fullness of what she means by that question, but they would. So all I can do is ask it and believe that they will definitely give her an answer she's looking for. Dear Archangels, will the nightmare be over forever, or is this all just a sick joke? And I'll be back with their answers. Now another card did come out, was because that Kyle card fell to the floor, the teaching and by itself basically. But Scorpio card, Jeremiah said overcoming difficulties, that did come out during the shuffle as well. But again, I'm not sure who he was referring. Okay, 4 cards came out to answer your question. First card is that Kyle. So you gotta really pay attention to your natal chart that I just did, the update, to whatever I said about Gemini energy or 3rd house energy, because they're really focusing on that. He says, soften your heart with respect to the situation and all the people involved, including yourself. So again, we read for January, the astrologer was advising you to try to move forward with your life as well. Second card. Victory is Sandalphon. Your prayers have been answered and heard. Your prayers have been heard and answered. Have faith. And that's why Sandalphon is Pisces. I know we talked a lot about Pisces. Spirituality can really help in tough times. So that's why when I started out your natal chart, I really tried to stress that. Next card. Michael says, remember who you are. You are a powerful, loving, and creative child of God. You are very loved. So the archangels are sending a lot of love your way. Next card, Metatron. Metatron says prioritize, and this is Virgo energy. Focus on your highest priorities. I will help you get organized and motivated. Thank you, archangels. Dear archangels, will her mother's health improve? I'll be back with their answers. Okay, I changed my mind. I think I'm going to just save this as one video for this person, and then I'll do this separate video for the other person. All right. The answer to that question is overcoming difficulties. So I told you this card came out earlier. Scorpio. The worst is now behind you, and you are surmounting any previous challenges. Now remember, Scorpio deals with healing as well. It can be what they call holistic healing or different types of healing as well. That's the 8th house. Alternative healing. So I don't know if you know a lot about that, but that's kind of the vibe I'm getting off of that card. See, sometimes we run to the doctors and, you know, sometimes holistic healing, and I'm always going to say prayer, playing spiritual music. That's what I'm always getting. And I think on your most updated reading, I think I was showing the major power between Pisces and Scorpio. That's why you got to really take that stuff seriously, because we have a lot of power within ourselves. But if we don't focus on it, and we focus on third dimensional, we actually defeat ourselves. We got to focus on the angelic power, the spirit power. Next card, spread your wings. Do not hold back right now. The timing is perfect and you are ready to soar. So I know you asked a question about your mother's health improving. And Ariel shows up and says, spread your wings. So I don't know, you would know what that means better than I would. Do not hold back right now. The timing is perfect. You are ready to soar. So maybe you all discuss going somewhere. Only you would know that. But the unique colors of these cards are kind of bluish gray, a unique color brown. Both these cards are very unique, but the background is kind of brownish. It's like whitish, grayish, but both of those cards are doing that. And they both flapping their wings like soaring, like going above. So I don't know, maybe he was planning on flying somewhere. I really don't know. I don't know what the skies look at like at Australia. I don't know if there's certain times in Australia where certain things look brownish, but both of these cards are doing that. White wings soaring. Both of them are getting out of there, soaring. So I don't know. Like I tell you, that's the same card that told you to get away from that crazy dude. That's why I said I don't know if they're telling you be better off moving, because that'll help her health improve as well. See, some things you got to figure out. Or like I said, I honestly don't know. I can only tell you what I see. Or you can always get further readings. That's totally up to you. And again, when I say further readings, wherever you think is going to resonate with you, that's the main thing. So when I say get further readings, I'm not just trying to say that for my benefit. I'm saying that for your benefit. But it needs to be said. All right, so the next thing. And now they say nurture. As you nurture a child, you nurture your own inner child. Both activities are important for you right now. Guys, remember this is Gabriel's card, but Gabriel represents Cancer and the Moon, which is your mother, the Imum Coeli. So again, we got to make sure we take care of our mother, because Sometimes it's easy. I'm not saying you. I got a relative. The reason why I'm saying this is because I have a relative that does this. It's easy to use your mother for babysitter and all that, but what are you doing back for her? To be honest, because I know if I said that, people would get mad at me within my bloodline. But that's an honest question. What are you doing for her when she's going all over all that stuff for you? So mama should be nurtured. I just said it earlier today. Now that I understand metaphysics and now that I understand everything came from the mother, I'm more humble as to how I deal with my mother and treat my mother. You understand? So that's the benefit of becoming spiritual, metaphysical, and stuff like that. Because you begin to rise above this third dimensional, low level, low vibrational frequencies that we're in. And things that we thought were imperfect when we were low level, that we thought were important when we were low level, we don't think they're so important now. Not saying they're not important, but they're not as important as we made it. Because now we have a better way of thinking, a higher vibration, a higher frequency. So when you do that, that'll also help improve your mother's health. Thank you, Archangels. Dear Archangels, will her children, mom, and her live in peace and safety soon? And I'll be back with the answers. It's about 4 or 5 cards. First card, Samuel, says career transition. Your life purpose is triggering a blessed career change. So we talked all about your life purpose today on your reading. So you really want to listen to that information. Because Gabriel is saying that life purpose is triggering a change. And he is Taurus energy. The title of the card is Career Transition. Next card, You Know What to Do. Uriel. I believe that's the first time he's shown up in the reading. Uranus or Uranus. He rules Aquarius. Trust your inner knowledge and act upon it without delay. Next card, Life Review, which is Jeremiah L. again. Take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. And that's going back to karma, because that's what karma is trying to get you to balance the scales. So we did talk about that on your other reading, which was most updated, when I fully updated everything. That one you need to listen to that again, because you should have been taking notes and stuff like that. Because it's going to be about balancing out your life, karma, addressing those retrogrades and things like that. Because I'm saying people don't understand how powerful we are, and a lot of stuff that comes in our life sometimes is a reflection of us. So the more we begin to balance out our karma and think differently, everything I said in that last video I did, the more you will see life change. Because like I said, as I said in that last video, there's only so much I can do. But it's human nature. Don't feel bad, because that's just human nature. Oh, let me come to the astrologer. And most of these people don't care. They want you to come. They want you to have drama, because you're going to come and you're going to spend money and they're going to be happy. Act like they care, but this is marketing. See, I actually care. That's why if you come to me, I'm frustrated. Because I'm like, why don't you read? Why don't you study? And I do it with everybody. Like, I'm a grandmother out here. And some people understand that about me. And some people say, oh, I don't like him. No, it's not that you don't like me. You just don't want to work. You want it to be easy. It's not going to be easy. God made it hard for a reason. But if you put the work in, you'll find out why. Because I know how I am. I know how much better I've become. And I plan on really breezing through. It's gotten to the point, like the high priestess recently told me, I'm going to take you through some stuff. I said, go ahead. I'm used to it. You understand? It got really bad. But I hung in there. And I'm still here. So as you mature, you'll see things differently. and you won't feel like you won't have that victim mentality no more. You'll get over it, but you got to do your part, because the angels are doing theirs. Everybody's doing theirs. It's not easy, but all of us are crying inside. So he's saying balance out, review your life, balance out your life. And again, he corresponds with Scorpio. Now, this is Raguel. Relationship harmony. This is Sagittarius. The first time a Sagittarius card has shown up. We angels are opening the hearts of everyone involved. Arguments and conflicts are being resolved now. So, Raguel wants you to know, the Sagittarius energy, that the angels are working hard to get you peace and harmony, relationship harmony. Thank you, Archangels. All right, now. Okay, now I'm going to read what she wrote as her final number 5. She said, my wish is to be single, free, and happy this year. I wish to lay on a tropical beach with her children and mom forever. So give me a second, because I have to think of a way to write that in question form. I'm thinking, you just got to give me a moment. Dear Archangels, please advise her how she can obtain peace and happiness this year. I will be back. Well, let me do that again, because it's still 2017. So we want to make sure we ask the question correctly. Dear Archangels, please advise her how she can obtain peace and happiness in 2018. I'll be back with their answers. Okay, a nice amount of cards came out to answer that question. Also, the final card will be an advisory card for you, because this one wants to give a little piece of advice. All right. So we're going to do cards right now. First card, Gifts from God. Sandalphon. We angels bring you gifts from your Creator. Open your arms to receive. This is the spiritual card. It's Pisces. So now it could be any type of gifts, but the underlying tone is spiritual gifts. Again, you got to work on spirituality. It's no sitting around. It's no woe is me. It's no you got to become proactive. Just like you did when you were hanging out. Bottom line. Like when you were hanging out back in the day, you knew where you were going to be on whatever night, Saturday night, whatever night. If you knew where to be, you knew what to do, you knew how to look, you knew how to act, you knew how to carry yourself. That's what I mean by perform. You knew how to, and you knew it. So don't become afraid now that you got to become spiritual. Now all of a sudden, oh, I don't know and I don't understand, and wow, you had that the same focus. Like here, now don't get me wrong, because I still love my music, but I seldom listen to it. But here, most of my stuff is like spiritual stuff. The whole change of your thinking, changing what you listen to. Because it's the calling. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's the calling. And that's why when we keep fighting against it, we can actually make things worse. And another card just wanted to come out. So this card is going to want to talk after the advisory card. So you got to start focusing on your gifts from God, and you got to receive those gifts. And once you get spiritual gifts, you got to learn how to cultivate them. That's why I said I got 3 channels out here. Spiritual channel, Archangel Revelations, and Prophecy 444. And one where I'm a very honest person, but that's why my gifts are so powerful. I love to deal with reality. So that's why the other channel deals with that. I don't like to water stuff down too much. It's just how you take it. It's like you could be getting ready to walk into. There's some locations where you're walking and all of a sudden it's an opening, and you'll fall if nobody if you don't notice it. So somebody might say, "Hey, you're about to fall in that hole," and you say, "Oh, I don't like his tone." So the person's trying to help you, and then you fall and you wish. Then they say, "Oh, why didn't somebody warn me? Why didn't somebody tell me?" So I'm more like that. And I notice sometimes all that nice guy talking and low tone and whatever, people don't get it. So sometimes they gotta hear it in your voice. See, God prepared me for what I do. I spent many years working in telemarketing, telephone interviews over the telephone, collection over the telephone. So, it is what it is. So that's Pisces. Next card is once again Gabriel. Creative writing. Make time to write down your thoughts in a journal or pen an article or book. So once you get in the habit of writing, you might actually write a book one day. Plus, you get all your thoughts inside of you, and you get them on paper or wherever you're going to put them, and that can help you with healing as well. Remember, anything with Sandalphon, Hanael, or Gabriel are all dealing with the moon. And anything with creating is Gemini and even Leo. Because Leo hasn't come out yet because that is your sign. But Raziel hasn't come out yet. Next one, gentleness. Sandalphon again. Be very gentle with yourself at this time. Surround yourself with gentle people, situations, and environments. And then here's the card that came out earlier. Zadkiel, Gemini, teaching and learning. Keep an open mind and learn new ideas. Then teach these ideas to others. So again, Sandalphon and Zadkiel deal with helping other people as well. Because again, sometimes we see peace as, oh, I'm sitting on an island. No, it's a whole world. I mean, that could be part of it, but it's a whole world of people you could also be helping. Next, prosperity. So this is Ariel again. Your material needs are provided as you follow your intuition and manifest your dreams into reality. So you gotta learn to follow your intuition, and now you gotta have dreams, but now you gotta learn how to work on manifestation. So you gotta make sure you know how to manifest your dreams, manifest intention. Right, this card is the advisory card. He came out on his own. He didn't come out with the draw. He came out afterwards. He or she. Gabriel again, leadership. It's time for you to assume your leadership power and position and lovingly guide others. So So that's been the tone. Others. Because you're asking about peace, but you're not going to have internal peace if you are ducking your calling. If you're ducking what you should be doing. And you have to do it in a loving way. And Gemini told you to be compassionate as well. Compassion with yourself and others. So that's your advisory card. And then final thought card. Because this one came out way later than everybody else. Final thought card. Here's a final thought. Raphael, angel therapy. Give your cares and worries to us angels and allow us to take your burden. So Raphael is saying again, we're here to help. You gotta work with them. See how this works? It's kind of like when you say, oh, I want to be a Christian. And you start going to this particular church or a religious association. And you think this is what you want to do. But all of a sudden, that negative energy comes for you. Temptation or tribulation. And it hits hard. It hits hard. And now you're saying, oh, I don't know if I want to do this. Because, wow, the moment I started doing it, all hell broke loose. But that's why they teach you. They're showing you how to do it. But I'm always going to tell you, but you still have to stand up and realize you're in for a fight. But I don't know you personally, so I don't know if you were really a badass or not. Because if you were really a badass, you had to have fought and you had to have gotten in fights before. Like, you know, when you were hanging out or younger or whatever the case was me. So I don't really know. But if you were fighting in, I'm sure you weren't fighting to lose. And when I did your natal chart, that was the one thing that rung off. That's the one thing that always stuck. So if you knew how to fight back then, the principles are still the same. There's a bad guy called Satan or negative energy. And he's going to do anything to stop you from your spiritual calling, which is if he can stop you in this life, he's affecting where you go in the hereafter. But he's easily defeated when you walk in spirit. When you begin to understand that he can't win, he's already a defeated foe. When you understand spirituality, he's more easily defeated. So that's kind of like what I was getting. And I suggest everybody listen to the video. I just put it on my channel. Archangel Revelations and Prophecies 444. It's called Twin Flames, Love and Finances, January 2018 with the 2 supermoons. Because there is a battle going on between the spiritual side, what is the priest side, and the career side. And Capricorn is always represented by the Baphomet. And that's number 15 in the tarot card. And I believe that's also called the devil card. So that's what's kind of going on now, the spiritual versus that. So you might want to listen to that video because it gave a lot of good advice as well. It's been a pleasure. If anybody's interested in any services, you can contact me. All information is in the description box. If you'd like to see our service and price list, you can also contact me as well. God bless.